Hey, this is my second Brawl tutorial. Uh, well, my first Brawl tutorial apparently wasn't elaborate enough, and people had trouble with it, so I decided to make another one, and it took me a while to make this one also, because I was pretty busy, um, but I'm making it now, so the first thing I want to let you guys know is that I'm going to separate this thing into like 3 parts, and yeah. Uh, I deleted all my internet settings and everything already on my Wii, so I can like just do it with you guys, so you can kind of see how I do it. I'm just gonna make it a bit easier to understand. Um, what else? Uh, this thing works for any game, not just Brawl, but it's more effective in Brawl. Um, let's see, what else? Yeah, that's about it, I guess. All right. Oh, and also, I was working on the tutorial and then my router died, which I had for like 4 years, so I had to buy another one and redo the whole thing. So anyway, yeah, here we go. The first step is to, of course, turn on your Wii. And then, oh, I have 2 messages. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so, then you go to your Wii options right here. You go to your Wii settings. And then, you go to Internet. Alright? And then you click on Connection Settings. And then you click on, I don't know, whatever number you want. Just choose connection 1, because that's the one that we automatically connects to when it turns on. Uh, and then choose wireless connection, or wired, but this is for wireless only. So yeah, click search for an access point. It's gonna search for an access point. You should find a router, your router. Mine is SteelX. Just connect to it, you know. And it's gonna ask you to update. I don't want to update for personal reasons. You guys can if you want to. Alright, so that's the first step. Let's see. Okay, right now you have to turn on your computer. This is where it kind of gets a bit more complicated. Okay, so now that your computer is on, you basically need to access your router's settings. Now, in order to do this, you need to know your router's IP address. The IP address for your router is kind of like a link to a software. For example, like it's like a shortcut. For example, like a shortcut like Unreal Tournament. It's like a shortcut to its software. It's not something that someone can remotely hack unless they live in like the same area around you, like maybe like 50 feet away from you or something like that, you know? So don't worry about hackers and your IP address and stuff like that. Now, your actual IP address, you have to worry about that, but that's really not involved in this tutorial, so don't worry. You're safe. Anyway, if you don't know your IP address, I'm going to show you a simple, non-advanced way of figuring it out. Um, Open up like your internet browser, and then go to Nintendo.com. So, Nintendo.com. And after that, go to support, connecting to the internet, accessing your router settings. From here, choose your router manufacturer. I used to have a Belkin, now I have a Netgear. And from this list, choose your router's model number. If you don't know your router's model number, it's located underneath your router on the side somewhere. Look for it. Anyway, I'm going to choose mine. And basically, it has my router's default IP address, the non-hackable one, and the username and password that I need in order to log in. Some routers don't even need this, so yeah. Anyway, log in if you have to. And you are redirected to your router software. and and basically what we need to do is look for our Wii's IP address, figure out our DNS, and figure out our subnet mask. These three things are we're going to manually put into our Wii internet settings. So the first thing we need to find is, of course, our Wii's IP address. In order to find your Wii's IP address, you need to look in your DHCP client list. The location of this thing is depends on your router, so just look around until you find it. It's basically a list of the machines connected to your router and the IP address next to it. My Netgear router calls it attached devices, so. And basically this is how it looks like. This is my Wii, and this is its IP address. So copy that down. Step 2. You need to figure out your DNS. Your DNS is basically given to you by your internet service provider. In order to find this, once again, you just have to look around. It's DNS, so it's somewhere around here. So just look around. Mine, I believe, is in my basic settings. No, it's in my wireless settings, I believe. No, router status. There we go. And DNS stands for domain name server. So, and this is my DNS. I'm probably gonna blur this out because it's probably hackable. So DNS, just we're kind of trying not to reveal that to anyone because it's probably gonna be hackable. Okay, so now that you know your DNS, I have 2. You may have 1. Copy that down and look for your IP subnet mask. Once again, you need to look around to find that. Mine is right here. So I'm also gonna blur that out. Just try to be a bit more, try not to like give out your subnet mask or your DNS. All right? I'm not sure whether that's hackable or not. Don't ask me. Just be careful with that, okay? Copy those 3 things down. And now that you have your Wii's IP address, your DNS, and your subnet mask, we need to go back to our Wii, okay? So just, yeah. Oops. So I'm gonna transition over to the Wii right now, okay?